finished maintenance, just under 5,000 miles. Got it back in August. That shows you how much I drive it. But I'm here at She Toyota. See if I can get it up there. She Toyota in Fredericksburg, Virginia. So I figured I had to be here for a couple hours. Why not go look at all the trucks? The nice truck that I was really interested in getting, of course my eyes are going to start watering now. It's a bit cold and windy outside, so I don't know what happened to spring. We went from spring back to to winter again. It's like, what the heck? So anyways, I'll flip you around here in a second, and if you're interested in the Toyota, they got some nice stuff in here. The Fredericksburg dealership seems to carry a lot more of the Tundras. There is another She dealership up on 610 in Stafford, and that one I stopped by yesterday, and they just really didn't have a whole lot. So I'm going to flip you around the screen, and we'll take a look at a few of their nice Toyotas that they have here. Not just the Tundras, but the Tacomas as well. So let's flip you around. So this is a sweet ride. Everybody knows about that one. But this is the iForce Max Platinum, and it is the TRD off-road package on it. And the Sequoia is definitely a nice ride. There's no doubt about that. I'd probably be more interested in the Land Cruiser. This is probably more fancy. I mean, I guess it would do off-road and all that. It's all-wheel drive, but a little too fancy for my purposes. I'd probably be a little rough on it if I took it off-road. So they do actually have quite a few of the Land Cruisers here. Let's say Fredericksburg, for some reason, seems to carry a lot more of the Toyota trucks. A combination. There's my truck. That looks just like my truck. So, and now you know why I fell in love with it. How pretty a truck it is. It's actually been a beautiful truck. That one they do have the little step down on. I want to play with that step down a second because mine didn't come with it, and I was curious, how the heck do you get it to come down? I was curious about it because it was like, do you pull it out? Maybe it comes out when you open the tailgate. That might be how it works. But that is identical to mine, and I love that truck. I mean, it's probably one of the nicest trucks that I've owned in a long time. And I've had a lot of trucks in my line of work with the landscape, and there were a lot of them were Fords. But I'll be honest with you, I'll tell you, the truck is just so nice. The way it rides, the power to weight ratio, and I pulled more than the truck was rated at, and I didn't go very far, but we pulled a big trailer with that white oak chestnut out of the woods, and I mean, I came down through some pretty nasty stuff. It didn't even phase that truck, so definitely impressed by it. But if you're in the market for a Toyota, I figured, well, you know what, you don't really have to come here. You can kind of see what they have. That way you don't waste a trip down here. But man, they do got some nice stuff. These are a little plain though for me. I don't know, they need more of a sporty look. You're gonna be an off-roader. It just doesn't have the sport look. You know, they did have a Land Cruiser here that had the, like, I guess it was off-road package where it had the rack on the top and it had the wider tires and just it had nicer running boards, but of course they sold it because, well, they're hard to come by. These are just a little plain, and I guess some people like plain. They don't want a lot of bells and whistles on it. Sometimes simplicity is just fine. And these are the iForce Max Toyota Land Cruisers. And they actually have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 94. Let me get you a price here real quick, so at least you have an idea. Let's see, that one's 58,833, which actually is not a bad price. You know, you're not getting anything off-roady, but if you get a good deal on it, you can always save on the initial price of it, and then go ahead and spend the money on getting the options that you want, like the tires you want. If you want a roof rack for it, you can buy the off-brand or whatever roof rack you can afford for it. So sometimes buying basic actually, I guess, is beneficial. And the one thing about this place is they will have like a lot of platinums, and I'll show you when I walk back to the other side. They do have the 1794, several of them actually, and they have an Off-Road Pro, which I actually talked about trading in, but it just didn't work out. Didn't like the numbers. That happens. I just bought the other truck, so you know, you got that initial cost in there and you're lost or whatever. So that one's a platinum, and that's a beautiful truck. Let me get you a price, because I know some of you guys might be like not from this area, especially if you're up in Northern Virginia. You're going to pay more. I mean, I'm sorry, but this is the way it goes. 70,769. So I'll be honest with you, the prices have come down on these, because for mine, I paid more than that. And now I know it has the off-road package and all that stuff on it, versus just as the basic platinum. So, and here's another I really, I'm not a white vehicle guy, but I'll be straight up honest with you, that is a beautiful, beautiful white. I mean, this is a 1794 with the TDR off-road 4x4 package. Let's see. I'm trying to keep an eye if you guys got any questions, but I'm actually wearing the wrong glasses for that, so I'll check every once in a while. So this one right here is 76,825, and that's a good price. I mean, honestly, when I see some of the prices throughout the nation and some of the other people that follow it, our prices here are actually really reasonable. So that's a fully loaded 1794 I-Force, of course, and that is not a bad price, and that is a good looking truck. That would probably be my next upgrade. I actually like the white better than I do the or this silver better than I do the brown, and I'll take you over there in a minute and show you the Off-Road Pro that they have. But that's a platinum right there, so that's a very nice truck. So I know a lot of you into the trucks, but let me just go over here and look at a few of the tundras, not the tundras, excuse me, Tacomas. And they do have only one Sequoia in. Those go fast here. The Sequoias go pretty darn quick, and that one is all set up. Let me give you a price just in case you're wanting to know. Since I'm here, it looks like I'm going to be here for several hours waiting to get the truck done. So this one's 85,936, and if the window wasn't so wet, you can freeze it and get all the information off it. Let me see if I can get it. You can just freeze the your video and get all the information from while your video is frozen. So let's see. That's a cute little car, and I'm not into. I need a truck, so I don't need little cars like that. My wife will drive little stuff like that, but not me. This is a nice unit here. I'll try to keep the phone steady if I can. But I like the wheel. Now I like the black with the silver combination. It may not be for you, but this is definitely a nice ride. There you go. This is also the hybrid, of course. If I was to get another hybrid, I would definitely go with this model. My wife didn't like them, So she went with the Kia Niro, which I don't know. She just liked the hatchback, I guess, or something. I think she wasn't worried about sporty. She was more worried about having a hatchback in the room. So let's see, what do we got here? I'm not as familiar with their cars, so I have to walk around and just show it to you and tell you what it is. This is a nice color. I really like that color. That's a nice, they came out with some new colors this year in the 2025. This is a little Corolla, and I really like the color combinations that they got. There's a nice little car for you there if you really want to get into being sporty. So if you're interested in something like that, I'll get you a price real quick here while I'm out here. This is 36, 8, 10, 55. I'm sure, you know, you add all the taxes and all, add up to over 40. So, but that's definitely, my screen's getting a little close on everything. At least it is for me. I don't know if it is for you guys, but that is a nice looking car. Like I said, Toyota has come out with some really nice colors this year. And there's that's the same white that's on the Platinum. And not a big fan of that one. That's a Tacoma. That's almost like puke money. I don't know. I don't know what kind of brown that is. Not a fan of it. Good looking truck. I love all the curves and everything on the hood. Intake and all that. It's a good looking truck, no doubt about it. So let's see, 53,204 on this unit. If you like that color, and it's the TDR. I don't know why I keep saying TDR. TRD. I had that stuck in my head, but I can't seem to get that out of my head. So let's see, what do we got here? This is a Platinum. So here's another Platinum. So this is now 4 Platinums here at the Fredericksburg Shi'i Toyota dealership. And I'm not even halfway around. So that's 4 Platinums. That Sequoia is just, that's awesome. I mean, it's just an awesome. And there you go there. Now that's a nice looking, it's pretty simple, but sleek looking truck. You know, this is a Tacoma, but I really like the curves that they've done it. They've kind of taken the Tundra and then turned it and put it into the Tacomas. That hood, the raised, bulky, manly look, I guess you could say. I mean, I really like it with this hood scoop on it. That is super nice. I mean, they are just good looking trucks, and a couple of my neighbors have a few of the Tacomas, and they like them. I didn't want anything that small, mainly for me to sit in. It's not that the truck probably wouldn't serve the point, but I just like having the room inside. I don't like having the small space. I had a bunch of Datsuns and old Toyotas, so they had the old straight shaft front wheel drive back in the 80s. But man, let's just keep walking around here. I'm going to show you this other the other 1794 here in a second. And that's like a charcoal gray. That is a good looking truck. Now this isn't yeah, it is TRD package here. That's like, I would call it like a charcoal gray, I guess you could say. So it does have the Bilstein shocks and the lift on it. Big hill here I got to walk down. But I mean, I don't know, let me back up enough so it looks like the camera's getting it all in there. It's a good looking truck. I mean, it is a good looking truck. I mean, I really should drive one, to be honest with you. I haven't driven any of the Tacomas in a long time. There's that weird brown. That brown just doesn't work for me. And that color doesn't work for me neither. Some of you may love it, and that's why they make all these colors, so you all have a choice. But yeah, and here's your real plain Jane. That's some really plain tires on it. Let's see what that one costs. Because like I say, some people like to buy them as long as they have the basic options, and you can do all your own purchasing of tires. You can do your own upgrades, but you can get in the unit cheaper. So this one's $35,234. So this is going to be no TRD or anything like that. It's got the 6.5 bed on it. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are just like, well, I don't really like the rims that they offer. It's this and that. So you buy you a basic truck and you fix it up and put all the bells and whistles on it you want. Now they do have some more over here. Let's walk over here. And I'm gonna, well, I have time. It's gonna be a long video here. But I got time, and if you got time, we'll do it together. So there's another one. I don't know, I just don't like that color. But they have a lot of used ones, so I'll go through the used one in case you're in the market for a used truck. Give you a couple prices if they got the prices on it. Like I say, I do like the combination wheels, the silver with the black. That's me personally, I guess. You guys can drop in the comments to tell me what you think, and let other people know what you think is better or worse. But and see, there's that darker. This is a little bit different. That's kind of like a, I don't know how to explain that one. That one's not the same as the charcoal gray over there. This has got like a, I don't know, the sun's not out, so I can't really tell 100%. It's almost got like a little bit of a bluish tint to it. And let's see, this one is $55,234. And I'm trying to see, sometimes it's hard when I don't switch my glasses to read with to see everything that's on it. If I back away enough, I'm trying to see what bed is on it. But I'll zoom in. You guys should just stop the film and look at it. Just stop the video and you can read through everything. So I mean, it kind of got like a bluish tint. That could be just me, I guess. It does have the power option over there for the rear 110 and stuff like that. Some of these come in. So let's see. And then we got, this is the stuff they just get in off the truck and it hasn't been booked in yet. So they do. Look at that. Trail Hunter. They do have a Trail Hunter. Check it out. Now you see the difference? Wider, sportier tires. The front end's got the Baja lights, and it's got the long light and then the other fog lights. And it's got the rack on it. There's probably no price on it yet, because what happens is the trucks come here and deliver them, and they set them over here till the dealership, till they open the day, and they'll come out and get it and bring it in. So if that's just something you're interested in, you'll just have to call them and ask them. Man, that's super nice. So they got a bunch of them in here. This one's like mine, but without the TRD. This is another platinum. Boy, they are getting some platinums in here. I've been following this place for probably, I don't know, 3 years. And I've never seen them carry this many platinums. So I guess springtime is here and Toyota sales are up. So this area sells a lot. Actually, 5 of my neighbors ended up buying Toyota Tundras after they saw mine and came by, and they were trying to decide what trucks to get. And you know, they just they liked it so much. I even let them drive it. You know, I mean, heck, I want them to get what they want, feel they need. So they have more up here. I mean, they got a lot of trucks. So this is the used center here. So, I mean, we got time. If you got time, I got time. I ain't got much else to do but sit there and wait for my truck to get ready. So we'll walk up here. This one does not have the lift on it. But, now see, that's the older white. There's a little difference. Not a whole lot, but a little difference. And then this, let's see what year this one is. That, let's see, what year is this here? It's hard to have two sets of glasses. I don't know why it's so hard for me to find the year on it. You guys probably already seen it. It should stand out at you like crazy. What the heck don't it's a 5.5 bed. This one came out of San Antonio, Texas. So it's 54,847. And man, you guys probably have already seen the year. What the heck? This is what happens when you have two pair of glasses. You can't, I gotta switch back and forth. So anyways, I can tell it's a year or two old, especially based on the price. Here's another one here in all black. This is a platinum. Heck, they gotta use platinum. Well, that can't be used. 7769 unless it's barely used. And they do get people like me who come in and buy them every other year and use them. So let's back off over here. This is the used truck, and then there's a whole nother parking lot behind me, so we'll go over there and look at that. I was looking to see if they had any of the older ones, of the older body style with the 5.4 in it. A lot of people like that truck. We have a 2000 model, and it runs fantastic. Air works. They did have the issue with the rust. We had to do some repairs. But other than that, I mean, that's why I bought another Toyota. You got over 300-some thousand miles on your truck. It doesn't burn a drop of oil. AC works, everything works, full-wheel drive, everything on it. Then you tend to stick with what works, you know. So let's see what we got here. Now this one's kind of lifted up. I can tell by looking at it. This one's got a little more elevation up to it. Let's look at it. This does have more of the off-road tires on it. We'll walk around the other side in just a second. We'll take a look at it. Now see, I really like what they did with the light. This does have the 360 camera. I can tell by looking at it. Definitely good looking trucks. This one also, of course, has the button there for the tailgate. I don't know as much about the Tacomas as I do the Tundras, but 55,234, and let's see, let's get this wiped off. This one is I'm looking for. See, they changed the labels. They're not all the same. Like the other one said where it was made at, and this one doesn't have it. So there's not a lot of consistency here in their labels. But 55,234. This is 25, of course. Assembly point. Aha. California. Oh, this one's made in Mexico. Which that's going to change because they're going to be bringing the plants back over here. So let's look down here. There's that, I don't know, there's that weird brown. And there's that weird purple, blue, I don't know, what do you call that? Purple? Purpley blue? Purple? I don't know. That's a good looking silver. It's got almost a slight, if the sun was out, this would be a lot better, but it's got like a slight shimmer of like a, kind of a blue tint to it. I've seen them in the sunlight, and unfortunately, or sunshine. Unfortunately, we're not going to get any sunshine today until maybe late. But it's the day I'm here, so it's the day we're doing this. So there's an old one for you. I'm not going to get the tag in there. It's somebody's personal vehicle. But there you go. Who likes those? The old style. Definitely nice. Let's see. Let me walk back here. See what else they got back here. Some of these are private, so I don't want to get their tags in it. Yeah, these are all private, so we won't go back there out of respect for the customers. Now, let's go back over here before I end the video to the only Pro truck they have here at the moment. And actually, it's been here for a while. I tried to work a deal with them, but they seem to really be in love with this truck. And I'm not even sure if I'm that in love with it, because I really don't like the color that much. I mean, I guess it could grow on me. You guys can see it as we walk around. This is the TDR Pro. It's got the heavy duty suspension. It's got your off-road. It's got your 360 camera. It's got your nice light bar in the front. Has the off-road tires on it. Does have the heavy duty suspension on it. So that's nice. Just not in love with the color. It does have, and you can't see it when it's wet, but just kind of like a camo. I guess you can see it. Kind of like an off camo look to it. It's got lots of pollen on it. It didn't get rained off. It does have the dual tip Pro exhaust on it. This one does have the button, because I was playing with it the other day. Doesn't have the step, which I don't understand that. Sometimes their packages I don't really understand. I don't know. So I guess it's just a dealer preference. Some of the stuff, whether they put it on there or not. Doesn't have any running boards. And to me, you got a fantastic truck here. You got a great truck with a Pro. You got no bed top, and you got no running boards. And to me, those are two things that would set this truck apart, is having a nice set of running boards. Because these are a pain. Nobody wants to tear the seat up getting in there. You know, it's lifted up higher than the other ones. There's no running boards. The dealership would be smart to go ahead and throw a set of running boards on this truck, and it won't be sitting here much longer. It's been here for at least 5 months, and it's the only one they have, so that doesn't make any sense. So obviously they're missing out. It's missing some things, and to me those are the few things it's missing. Now here's another 1794 in that beautiful silver that I like. It's is new. This is a 5.5 bed, and let's take a quick peek at this one here. So this one's 72, so this one's actually a little cheaper than the other ones. So 2020, 25, 5.5, True Max. I'll try to wipe this off. You can always just pause the camera. I don't know if it'll come in close enough for you. So maybe some of this video will help you if you're out shopping and you're looking for a Toyota and you know what dealership to come to. Because I know not all the dealerships have a lot of trucks. So I do like how they switch the badging around on these. This one is a little more plain than the other one over there. That one over there has a few more bells and whistles on it. If I was to choose, I'd probably get the other one. If you're gonna go this much money and go that far, and then again, no running boards. I just don't get it. Maybe people don't want them, but I don't know. I'm 5'9", and getting in that, you have to step up in there, and without the running boards, you'd eventually tear the seat up. So, with your butt rubbing against it. So I don't understand the non-running board thing, especially on the Tundras. When I got mine, I just bought them off Amazon, but I don't see any of them. I'm looking around. This is the final look here before I head out. Oh, look. Look, guys, I missed it. I almost missed it. The prize truck that everybody's looking for. It's hidden way over here. I wonder if they got somebody on it, because this is not one to hide, because this is the Lunar. Oh boy. I'm getting excited. I didn't even know they had this truck here. What on earth are they hiding this truck way over here for? That don't make no sense. Look, guys. 1794 in the Lunar, I-Force Max. My goodness, why is this hiding up the side of the building? Somebody isn't getting their sales promotions right or getting their sales together, because this should be one of the ones up on the curb, not some of the other ones that they have over there, because this is like highly sought after model, the color, and this is the 1794, of course. Big tip exhaust, basic black wheels. I'm not really a big fan of that. It does have the power port, your extra lights in the bed, nice bed liner, your lock down for your top, 360 camera setup. So I know you're going to ask me what the price is, but that may be, let's see, let me look. And somebody took it from that window, put it here. They didn't realize the window's tinted. So it's 76, what? Let me look at that really good. 76,350. What? That's a good price. What on earth? Why is this one cheaper than the other ones? It has the moonroof. I mean, it's loaded. And it's cheaper than the other ones. I don't get it. Maybe it's just the area. Some areas, I guess, certain models or colors are more popular than others. But they got that truck hidden way over here. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I know some of you made comments. I'm sorry I can't see them right now, but I'll go back and answer them when I go inside. I'm getting sniffles now. It is like in the 40s. I have no idea. Next week it'll be back up in the high 70s and sunny again, and I'll be sick. I won't be able to enjoy the good weather. It's just crazy. There's a nice little, if you're looking for like a little SUV, all-wheel drive, they do have super nice models in that. Let's see. Like I said, I'm a little bit on the Toyota. This has got to be a Camry. I'm not as familiar with the Toyota smaller vehicles, because that's not normal. That's a Corolla. So, man, how Corollas have changed. I mean, that looks nothing like a Corolla, Toyota Corolla. My voice is starting to go now. So there's the Camry. Camrys have always been great, exceptional car. They're well noted for their Camrys. No doubt about it. If you need a sedan or a touring car, Toyota Camrys you just about can't beat. And see, here's the other Platinum here. Where's the 1794? There was another one here. I just want to recap and look. Now here we go. So here's the other 1794, and I want to see the price on this one real quick, just to compare it. Well, I have the other price in my head. That was 74 something. So no, yeah, this one's 76. You'll have to look back. I can't remember if it was 76 or 74 for the Lunar. But man, they definitely stepped up. And the badges. The badges are not obnoxious. Before they were just huge thing that just stuck out. That is so much nicer than they had before. And I'm going to tell you something. Toyota does listen to their customers. They email me quite often and ask me things they like and don't like. And I can tell you, based on the Tundra dude and a bunch of other people, they definitely listen to their customers when it comes to stuff like that. And if you're not a customer and you're interested in being a customer, and there's some things, just reach out, just tell them. But see that, like right there, that's the setup that I think, and this is like the exact same truck I have, but I did put my running boards on it. I don't really like those. And I did put my top on it. But to me, all the Tundras should come with a running board. They should come with that step, and they should come with a tonneau cover, period. People are buying Tundras for like a work truck or off-road truck, and I think Toyota doesn't do themselves any good. It doesn't cost that much more money to put that setup on every truck. Maybe not some of the lower models, but like the Pros and the Platinums And nicer trucks, like this is the TRD off-road, all of them should come set up just like that. So this is almost identical to my truck. And he's getting its first oil change, tire rotation. I had some leaks. The turbos, if you get on it or you have a load behind it, I'm smelling oil burning, so I'm guessing maybe one of the lines going to the turbos is leaking. They'll get it straight. I'm not too worried about it. But this is Shi'i Toyota in Fredericksburg. They do have one up off 610 in Garrisonville here in Virginia, but I was there yesterday and they didn't have hardly anything. I mean, they had maybe not even a dozen trucks. They may get more in. That's actually more populated up there, closer to Washington, D.C. So my thought is maybe they sell more and they don't get enough in fast enough. I just don't know. But the lot's looking really full here, as it always seems to here at this place. So I'm freezing, so I'm gonna go inside. I hope the video helped any of you guys who are watching. If you're thinking about getting a Toyota and you're near here, now you know whether it's worth driving out here or not. Seth is my salesperson. So if you ask, or Sage, sorry. If you ask for him or Steve up at the auto sales, he's the general manager. And he also has his own YouTube channel, so he does like any information you need on like programming your vehicle, charging your batteries, things that may be issues that you can fix. He has a YouTube channel, and later on when I get back to the house, I will put a link to his channel. So if there's things you're interested in or you want to know about, or there's fixes and you own a Toyota, you'll be able to get up with him and he can tell you on how to fix like radio issues, or how to program it, how the video system works, the audio system works, and all that stuff. And you can reach out to him on his YouTube channel, and he's really a good guy and he'll answer your questions. Just give him, a day or two sometimes, because he is the manager here of the sales, so he's a busy man. So alrighty, I'm out of here. Y'all be blessed. Have a great day.